Hi friends, host Eric here, host Talking with Fence People, and I'm here with Taylor, who's upset at me, and we're gonna make a video. We haven't talked about it at all before making the video. Alright Taylor, go ahead.
All right, so you made that video taking Abe and Susie's side in a conflict that primarily, before it's anything else, is fucking retarded. And then in the video, I left a comment saying, basically in a nutshell, saying that your analysis is a joke and the video is shit because you took a side in a conflict, having heard one side of the conflict. And I questioned whether you thought that that was an accurate, source, and if you even had the data necessary to parse something out.
I watched a video of you interacting with Susie.
When was that? And then, so tell me what all happened.
Well, I mean, my basic take on it is this, that Susie was asking for your cooperation, basically. She wasn't asking you to concede anything in particular, but you won instead. And of course, it's, I understand. I'm not
When was this video? When was the video from?
I don't know. I have to check my Facebook messages and see the video link and all that stuff.
I mean, was it a relatively new one or an old one?
Relatively recent, yeah.
So then it was probably from about a week ago. Did she show you the part where she came in the room and threatened to ban Barry?
No, she didn't show me that part.
Did she show you the part where she told me how I would interact in the room?
Okay. Wait, hold on. What's the matter, Kim?
I left the FG last night and I got a ticket.
Well, we got a parking ticket last night. Kim left the FJ out. Normally I bring the cars in, but I was sick last night. I had food poisoning. Okay, well, listen, I'm not saying you're not without merit. Your arguments aren't without merit. I'm saying it might be...
Well, I mean, you made a whole video defending her.
Wait, hold on. Then quote me and my claims that you're objecting to in that video. Which claims am I making that you're objecting to?
Let's see. Well, first of all, okay, I can actually do that. At 55 seconds, you talk about wanting to discuss FE stuff and basically, an awareness of and factoring in others' experiences. Then go trudging forward, making statements about a conflict that you weren't there for and you got one side of.
I didn't. It's not listening to Susie that caused me to draw this conclusion. I think Susie deserved a little bit more cooperation from you in general. I think that although you're right about the points with Abraham, believe me, I've had my own issues with him plenty of times. I get that. I'm not disputing that. You have justification to do it. As I said in the video, I said, you're justified in your dealings here. It's not like Abraham doesn't, in some extent, bring it on himself. My point in the video was it would be nobler in this instance.
That's fucking highway robbery.
But you understand that video is not an isolated incident, right? This shit's been going on for 6 months.
Okay, well...
I've been ignoring Abe's shit for 6 months. I was still ignoring Abe's shit until it became apparent that everybody else is paying attention to it. So if you felt like making videos about it, I would now like my chance to
you're getting it
make
right
a video.
We're doing it.
Okay, well, you keep trying to jump in and cut me off and say that you agree with me, but you don't know where I'm going with it.
Okay, go ahead. Speak your piece. If I put speakers on, then it'll be echoey. Sorry, Taylor. Go ahead.
It's all right. So, like 6 fucking months ago, I wish I had it pulled up so I could screen share. About 6 months ago, Jeremy made that. You remember the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse meme?
Yeah, I do.
So that came up, and me and Susan and Abe and Jeremy and everybody were in the room together. And I referred to Abe as lamb chop because his head was on the body of a lamb in the meme. And they, Susan and Abe, freaked out because they thought I called him pork chop. So I agreed to not call him pork chop, which I haven't called him pork chop again, by the way. Well, I never did in the first place. But so while I was smoothing that over with Susie, because Susie wears the pants and fights all Abe's fights for him, Abe, out of nowhere, after he knew that I didn't call him that, sent me this message that I gotta find. Fucking Abe.
Jesus Christ. I can't figure this out because I need a kind of adapter I don't have here right now. Where's that star adapter? Remember that has the multiple holes? Oh wait, actually I have a solution. I do have a solution. Here.
What the fuck? Where did it all go? There it is. Okay. So we've established that I didn't call him that, and I won't call him that. So out of nowhere, he sends me a message that says, I don't like that nickname, don't call it to me. I give him a thumbs up. Here's what he responds to that. Thumbs up. Can you stop acting like a fucking prick? Suzanne is able to do whatever she wants. She is reasonably upset that you have insulted me, and she has all the right to be. If she wants to pursue quarrel with you, she can. She's my partner. She has a voice too. I decided not to address the situation because it was not fucking worth talking to a wall. Reacting to your shit, to the shit you say, is playing into your little game. But now that you're asking for it, here it is. Stop fucking with me and calling me names. That is not funny, nor is it necessary. Leave me the fuck alone. The reason nobody tells your dumbass anything is because you don't have a filter and you don't know when to stop. You're an asshole. It simply is not worth the time because you will not understand it through your thick fucking skull. The fact that people have to ask you to try and be nice is sad. And that's when you're unnecessarily difficult. So stop acting like an asshole and leave me the fuck alone. Oh, and fuck you. Then he blocked me.
Oh my God.
So all this shit is because they misheard me. And after they knew they misheard me, he blocked me, kept coming around, refused to acknowledge me, tried for months to just come in the same room and Taylor, ignore me. Taylor, ignore me. Taylor, don't talk to me. Look, motherfucker, I've walked away from this bullshit for 6 fucking months. I've walked away from him being a little bitch for 6 fucking months, thinking surely they're both going to get the fuck over it and realize that they're being retarded. And they're not, it's getting worse. And Susie's stirring the fucking pot up. She's lying to you. She's lying to Abe and Barry. I've got her. The raw video, yep. The raw video that you pulled the war video out of, she tells Barry that the whole thing started because I was making fun of Abe for being fat. She's spinning shit. She's getting people to feel sorry for them. You bought into it hook, line, and sinker, and then defended your analysis.
Bullshit.
What?
You're not quoting me. You're the one spinning now. That's
Okay,
not what my video said. That's not what my video said.
Hey, at least I heard your fucking side of things. Let me quote you now.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't like the reason one why I side with Suze. I don't like the idea of this environment being needlessly bruising. There's a responsibility of us with the capacity to bruise to err on the side of caution. People internalize things. People with the most capacity to bruise should exercise the most discretion. Okay, I've been exercising 6 months of discretion while Abe and Suze throw shit fits around. But beyond that, what you're suggesting is that what? Abe gets to have army wings on? Abe's retarded? He's the only person who can't handle Taylor?
Well, I mean, he's not the only person who can't handle Taylor. He's the one who's stupidly insisting on trying to fight these battles.
That is what started it all. I saw it coming.
Easy to fight for.
But he's the one who wants there to be beef, you know? because he can't take the pride wounding. But the thing is,
our women are barging in from the margins.
Yeah, I know.
Been going on for a while.
Yeah.
So he was
I also think you're pussy.
refusing to not call Abraham pork chop.
Oh, right.
So he was picking on him for his weight, and that's not cool. That's how it started.
Okay, well, look, that's fair, Taylor. There's nothing wrong with that particular point you're making, but I still haven't heard you quote me at all, condemning you or anything in ways that I would retract.
I side with Susie because, first of all, like, why the fuck do you? For a lot of, do you still side with Susie? Do you still think Abe should get to spend 6 months being a big bitch baby, and Susie should threaten to ban people that disagree with her and mandate
that's a separate issue.
Interaction rules between me and Abe, because that's what the fuck she was doing when I blew up on her the other night. She told Barry she would ban him, and she told me how I would talk to Abe.
Okay, well, that's a separate issue, and the thing is, the thing I side with her on.
No, it's all one issue.
Taylor,
Go ahead.
Based on what she's been telling us, it makes it.
That's not based on what she did. Let me talk, Kim. Okay.
Do you
look,
have? Were you
Kim,
there? Okay. Yes.
Indeed, our women are chiming in from the sidelines here. The gist of it is, even though I said I side with Susie because, after the because, I have not heard anything I retract yet. So that means that there's no reason to retract the first part. I didn't establish exactly what I was siding with her on.
What the fuck were you siding on?
I mean,
you can't make a video siding with something and then say I didn't side on anything specifically.
I did side with something, but I didn't specify it in the video. I haven't heard anything that you quoted me from the video that I feel the need to retract.
Okay, we're not going to get lost in this tree. Okay, there's a forest here. I see you trying to pull me into the tree, but we're not going there.
The forest is made up of my words that you're reacting to, right? So if I didn't say anything,
the forest is made up of a whole event, a whole situation that you're reacting to. So my first issue is, why the fuck are you reacting at all?
It's a show of general support for Susie, I guess.
Do you still feel like it was the right response to make a video knowing half the story siding with Abe being that way? Knowing that Susie lied to you, didn't show you the whole video, manipulated the footage, told us she wasn't even recording the fucking thing when she was.
Okay, if Sue lied to me, then that's a different matter, and that would obviously impact my calculus on things. But nevertheless, I continue to point out that yes, I'm reacting to something, but you're critiquing my reaction. Thus, unless and until you provide me words that I said that I feel the need to retract, I'm not going to retract any of them.
I'm critiquing all of your inputs. So your specific words don't necessarily need to even be addressed. You jumped the gun on it. You didn't have good information. You didn't.
Okay, that's critiquing whether or not I ought to have reacted, not my reaction itself. And the thing is, I did react.
Well, if you shouldn't have reacted, it doesn't matter what the fuck's in it.
Now, but I don't agree that I shouldn't have reacted.
You think that you had enough information to make a proper, accurate decision.
I think I had enough information to make the video I made with the words that I said.
I've seen you make ridiculous video with a lot of words and no substance. Like, that doesn't mean anything.
If you want to critique the substance of the video, that's fine. Say it lacks substance because I didn't really say anything. Fine, that's a fair critique.
I'm critiquing the foundation of the video.
You don't get to critique the foundation of it because the foundation of it is.
I get to critique whatever the fuck I want. You don't get to critique my management of somebody trying to tell me how I will interact with other people.
Listen, then point out the words that you're objecting to that I said. Are
you missing what I'm saying on purpose?
I'm telling you, you're not saying anything. You're saying that words I didn't say. You're saying your perceptions of the fact that I reacted is more significant than the words I said, and it's not true.
Okay, then tell me what I'm confused about. What were you saying then? If it wasn't, I take this information and I regurgitate it, or digest it, and I side with Suze because of this information I took in.
Well, again, to the extent that Susie lied to me, and if that's the case, then that obviously changes the calculus. But there was a part of that that said, okay, well, if Taylor attacked his physical appearance or his weight, then that's not a legitimate kind of attack, and thus I'm going to have to side with Susie on this. And if she was lying about that, then that changes the calculus somewhat. But assuming she wasn't lying, or let's pretend she wasn't lying, and of course I have a responsibility, or naturally I'm going to assume she's not lying, then I think my reaction is appropriate.
Okay, so if Taylor attacked Abe because he's fat, just out of nowhere, that's wrong.
I think that attacking someone's physical appearance in general is the same sort of thing. And you shouldn't critique people on things they have no control over, such as gender, race, all that kind of shit.
So what if that didn't happen at all?
Well, like I said, it would change my calculus of the matter.
Do you think it was reasonable to take at face value something one party says in a fight?
Do I think it's reasonable to assume Susie wasn't going to lie?
Do you think it was reasonable to accept Suze's side of the story at face value?
Do I think it's reasonable?
Understanding that she's one party to a conflict. Is that a reasonable source of information to treat as accurate?
Do I think it's reasonable to operate under the assumption that Susie's not going to lie? Yes.
Okay, well, I guess we've got nothing else to do there.
I may have been wrong in that, but I think it was reasonable to assume it regardless.
Let's see, I wrote down a few more things. You just derailed me because who the fuck on earth could possibly have that belief?
Yeah, not gonna lie. Well, okay. I would believe the same with you. I believe you now.
Right. Well, I'm the second side.
Okay. Well, both of you guys shouldn't lie.
I'm not lying. They've been lying the whole fucking time. That's what I'm telling you.
I believe you. And now we have this video in which that's the issue then.
All right, a couple more things just to point out. Well, let's see. Your reason for why you sided with them is basically saying that Abe needs to, have a handicap when he interacts in the room, which is even more than it's sort of ridiculous. I mean, it's more belittling to him than anyone. So if you want to roll with that, I'm fine with Eric needing floaty wings. I'm sorry, Abe needing floating wings.
Okay, well.
And 726, Taylor recommended I take down the Barry videos. I did not recommend you took them down, especially not the first one. I was giving you feedback on how you came across. At no point did I ever suggest you take them down.
I stand corrected.
In fact, I quite liked the first one. I think I now recommend you put the first one back up.
Okay. I'll do that. As a gesture of goodwill and general, well, this is interesting. It's like, I'm glad I made the reaction I did, because that's the best way for this to play out. You give everybody the benefit of the doubt, assume they are doing their job, and if somebody's not doing their job, then it comes out that way.
Look, the best way for this to play out would have been for it not to.
Why?
Before it's anything else, it's fucking retarded. Because this is all over them misunderstanding a joke I made. At no point was it ever a fat joke. And they know it. So now, I mean, Abe's demanding that I not interact with him in the room. How the fuck can you be a grown-ass man? I just don't understand.
Well, I think you have successfully won this battle at this point, anyway. I mean, so
I'm going to add a point here. at the time when all this lamb chop, pork chop shit happened, that day I noticed, Taylor's recently out of jail. We've got a new guy named Sauce. Taylor and Sauce are hitting it off. Freaking Abe's kind of getting kicked to the curb on that, and he got jealous. I mean, I saw that shit coming.
Okay, all right.
So Katie thinks that Abe was jealous of Sauce, but
everything runs on feelings for the most part.
But
you guys are trying to put TI into an FE person.
TI is the most ethical and virtuous of functions.
Okay, well, it's not going to get you very far with feelings.
But
and he's.
All I'm trying to do is resolve this.
Okay, all right. Okay, you called Abe fat, Katie?
I called him fat.
Why, Katie?
After the fact of him being all buttered about being all pork chop.
She did it in response to that long ass text he sent me.
Okay,
nobody called him fat.
Okay. Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Christ.
All right. Okay.
Katie, you just gotta keep your mouth shut.
If you can see the way she's looking at the back of my laptop.
You are not helping his cause any. This did occur to me, though, when I made that video. I was thinking to myself, oh my God, Taylor has spent like the majority of 6 months in jail. And if he's going to have any compassion at all for Abe's little whiny problems.
I mean, I ignored Abe's little whiny problems for 6 months. 6 fucking months until I saw a video about it. He's playing the victim, and I mean, I'm more embarrassed for him than he is for himself, obviously. But yeah, I mean,
okay.
It's obviously not going to go away. So
well, look, I mean, Taylor, but you gotta understand something. It is disingenuous to ignore the reality that when you pull punches, you hit hard. You know.
But Abe swung first and second, and then Sue swung third, fourth, and fifth.
Yeah, okay. I get that,
and
too.
she's still swinging and lying about things.
Okay, well, the lying part, that's a whole separate issue, and that's concerning, obviously. I don't like that, but I don't know what to say about that. I think this is... Can we stop the video now? If you said your piece?
Okay, let me just put this in. If Suze or anyone else feels that something is unresolved, that needs to be resolved, that they're right about, talk to me, not about me. Suze, we had this discussion like 4 times. Stop sneaking around, sending people edited videos of shit.
She didn't send me an edited video. She did not send me an edited video.
If she didn't show you the beginning where she threatened Barry and tried to put rules on me, it's edited. That was the very beginning. That's this last fight. That's what flipped me the fuck out. Okay. She started laying down martial law on the room. That shit, not gonna work.
Okay, well, she may have excerpted, but she didn't edit. There's a difference.
Okay, well, she excerpted.
All right.
You know, if you still got it, I would not mind seeing what she sent you because I was there, and she did tell us she was not recording. Which, of course, she was, because she lies about that all the time.
I think, was she? I don't know if she recorded it or not.
We were in room 1. Yeah, we were in room 1. It was not in the recorded room.
Okay. Well, regardless.
It's not a regardless. It matters.
Oh, it matters. I agree. Because if she, not that she recorded it matters, but the fact that if she explicitly told you she didn't and then she did, that's not just kind of, that's cheeseball. It's like, I never do that. If I say I'm not recording, I'm not recording. I don't necessarily tell people when I start recording, but if I explicitly had said before where I'm not recording, then I wouldn't record at all. But like if we're in the recorded room anyway, and
right, and we were not, and she was asked if she was recording, and she said no, she's not.
Okay, well, Is that significant? Yeah, that's significant. I'll have to see if that's the same video you're talking about or not. I didn't pay that much attention to when or where the video occurred or something like that.
Would you you can forward it to me and I'll take a look for you. I mean, I was there. I remember when it was.
Okay, all right, fine. So anything else you want to get out on this video before we end this video?
Nope. I think that's about it.
Something else I want to get out.
8:23.
I want to get something
Okay.
else out. Because boy, did I do a brilliant job with that video. Because look what Taylor didn't have. Any really good ammunition against me at all.
I didn't need any.
Well, I mean,
There's no really good offense to take place.
You didn't successfully critique my response.
That's because you were responding to an imaginary situation.
Well, I mean,
You can't give a good critique to an imaginary situation. There.
no, hey,
Doesn't warrant it.
Taylor, it did warrant it, assuming Susie wasn't lying. So it basically,
Okay.
and you agreed
Here,
that
you
I
know,
should
I'll-
assume
okay.
that.
If we lived in another universe and Susie wasn't lying and full of shit and trying to stir the pot up, I'll respond to your video if she were telling the truth. And my response is, 1, yes, I hit hard and I could be nicer. 2, yes, Abe is just worthless and he can't stand up for himself.
That's not what I was saying. You're not agreeing with
3,
me there.
yes, it would be all in all a nice, a nice thing of me if I didn't pick on those who are unable to defend themselves or even, just stay in a fucking Facebook group. But your determination that I ought to have treated Abe different than all the other adults is false.
I didn't. That wasn't something I said.
It not those exact words, but that's right in the middle of the video. That's where you sort of circled. That's the reason you gave, basically.
Circle. I did. No, it's not. You have to. You cannot tell me what reason I gave. Basically, you can tell me.
Okay, well then you tell me what reason you
words I
gave
said.
because I'm responding to it, and you're saying that's not it. So you tell me what reason.
You're not responding to anything I said, though. I don't even remember exactly what I said, but I know I didn't say that.
You took a side and purposely did not seek out the parties you were vilifying, and then you critiqued us on our FE.
Hey! Listen, like I said, light bulb. I was correct in assuming and offering Susie the assumption she wasn't going to lie to me, and Taylor's already conceded that had she not been lying to me, I would have been writing and critiquing a couple things. He would have responded differently. So, as a matter of fact, light bulb, I stand by my reaction. The thing is, that doesn't mean I stand by my original calculus. Calculi change
what I'm doing
over
is
time.
entertaining some mental masturbation. There's no part of me that actually thinks that responding with your amount of information is the right call, nor that your statements that it's my burden to be nicer to Abe. Basically, here I'll play it for you right now. I don't agree with anything about anything that you said. I'm entertaining it because I don't know, just because that's the kind of person I am.
Okay, but that's fine. You don't have to agree with that. I'm just saying that on the flow, it's standing. So I don't know. The point is, I agree. It sounds to me like, well, this is the natural consequence of bad behavior, and it's not the natural consequence of yours. It sounds like, right? But I feel as though my advocacy in favor of an environment that tries to be kind is accurate. I think my analysis of individuals like myself who can have a tendency who have the capacity to bruise, show discretion in that capacity. All that I stand by. None of it was Taylor needs to do this exactly. I choose my words carefully. I do so for a reason. It's because I anticipate where I'm going to be attacked later on.
Why would you choose your words so carefully, but your subject matter so loosely?
Well, to enable videos like this, I suppose.
Did you just miss us?
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese.
Except for Abby's fat.
Abe, you're not fat.
Did I
You're big boned. Okay,
Yeah.
you're just big boned. You keep your chin up.